Howdy YouTube, today we're taking a look at the WWE Mattel Battle Pack, Cara vs Daniel Bryan. Certainly not a two-pack I ever envisioned picking up. Fortunately, I was able to get this for the low price of $15. So I can't complain there. And really, I mainly wanted to get it for Sin Cara, just because he's now in the Lucha Dragons, which is a tag team I really like, really cool, high-flying tag team. And the Retro Bryan is pretty decent as well. First time, so little backstory. I stopped watching wrestling 2007, WrestleMania. Undertaker beats Batista, my favorite wrestler. He's the champion. I stop. I start watching wrestling again when I hear that The Rock is back. He's taking on John Cena, someone who really turned me off wrestling. I start watching, I see this guy, Daniel Bryan. He's the World Heavyweight Champion. I love him. I think he's a really cool character. He versus Sheamus and gets beat in 18 seconds. And I think, what the hell was that? So it sort of turned me off wrestling and off Daniel Bryan a little bit. Then, of course, fast forward, we've got the Yes Movement, all that sort of stuff. So it's interesting to get a Retro Bryan and see how he stacks up against the newer version that Mattel have released. But nice battle pack, comes in the old school style packaging. Nice shot of Sin Cara on the top left there. If you want a good laugh, look up Sin Cara Botchmania or Wrestling Errors or something along those lines on YouTube. You'll see there's a whole stack of them that are really fantastic if you want a good laugh. And taking a look at the back of the packaging, obviously Sin Cara, Daniel Bryan, Brie and Nikki Bella. That's a really cool two-pack. Actually, unfortunately, I didn't have that. And then The Rock and John Cena, which is a great pack as well that I've done a review on that you can check out in your own time. So let's get Sin Cara and Daniel Bryan opened up and out of packaging. Okay, and here they are opened up and out of packaging. Now, the two-pack does come with a chair accessory, which is pretty cool. It actually feels a lot lighter than the old Jakks chairs. I don't have one for comparison, sadly, but a really cool accessory. Very glad they included that. Certainly something that you can have quite a bit of fun with. One of the things I dislike most about the PG era is they don't do headshots to the face anymore, which is a real shame, and I understand why they don't do it. Sort of, not really. Same with the no blood thing. Sometimes it really detracts, and you need that just to add a bit of intensity to matches that lately seem to get really repetitive. So really cool accessory. Glad they included that. Let's start by taking a look at the Daniel Bryan figure. So I'll zoom in so you guys can see the face. Nice detail there. Definitely looks like an early Daniel Bryan, fresh out of his NXT rookie run, and when he returned after getting fired. Definitely really nice character. Nice detail there by Mattel. You can see obviously he's got the darker trunks that he obviously wore. Nice detail on the back as well, which looks pretty cool to see. He does come with your standard, both these figures, I should say, the Sin Cara as well, come with the standard Mattel articulation, which is the ball-jointed head, ball-jointed arms, swivel in the bicep, bend at the elbow, swivel wrist, and then the joint there as well. Swivel waist, legs move forward and back, bend at the knee, and then up and down at the ankle. So decent range of articulation there. Now, I'm sure some people love the Bray Wyatt really long hippie hair that Bryan's got. I honestly preferred him when he was a heel with the shorter hair, but that's just my personal preference. You can see obviously the evolution in Daniel Bryan. One of the sad things about this later released Mattel figure, check out the face on that. That is a shocking face, where basically all they've done is got a brown head and then painted the skin bits in, as opposed to what they do with every other figure, which is have a regular face and then paint the hair separately. So that's a real shame there, but nice comparison between the two Daniel Bryan figures. Definitely I prefer the attire on the more current Daniel Bryan, that's for sure. So interesting there. just to see the progression in Mattel figures and also in the Daniel Bryan character. Now for Sin Cara. Certainly not one of my favourite wrestlers. He was actually cut from the 2K15 video game, which is a bit of a shame because it would have been nice to have been able to use him. He has been floating around from Raw, SmackDown, Superstars, NXT, a whole variety of shows. He really hasn't found a good spot. Hopefully working with Kalisto in the Lucha Dragons, he'll have a good run. I certainly like him as part of that tag team. He's definitely been doing a really good job. I'm moving forward so you can see. One of the things I like is that this character is very different to Rey Mysterio, but still has that high-flying style. Nothing, of course, will come close to the legendary Rey. I love that that with this Mattel figure, you can see the lines on the mask that give it a bit of an edge and make it look like it is an actual mask. Something I think is really, really cool. It would have been nice if the eyes had been a different colour or a different shade, but you can still see some nice detail there. Moving down, he's got his own unique body mold, which is nice to see. He's got the standard Mattel articulation, ball-jointed arms, swivel in the bicep, bend at the elbow, swivel waist, and then the standard leg articulation as well. But honestly, not a bad figure. He has been subsequently re-released in his purple attire more recently with the new tattoo that he's got on there. But at $15, honestly, I think this is a pretty good set. If you can find it, it's well worth picking up. Two really cool figures, especially the Daniel Bryan, good retro figure, and now hopefully Sin Cara having a bit more significance in a potential tag team run. So hopefully you've enjoyed this review on the WWE Mattel Daniel Bryan vs Sin Cara Battle Pack.